Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's see what you need to know, what's coming towards you for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Private readings are available down below if you're interested in getting a reading with me. And let's see what is happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Right now, we have the cheetah coming out. Very quick. You are on the move. You're hunting something. Oh, you're using a little bit of fire, a little bit of heat, a little bit of frustration as your fuel. There's like maybe something that pissed you off recently or got you in your feelings. Fire ant and the frog, there's something here that got you in the feels and you're like, I gotta get going or I gotta take action. And I'm using that as motivation to change my life. And this is definitely deeply focused on your personal journey, your path, your life, your future. You could be taking some time to cool off from a situation. Crocodile is also at the bottom. Like you had to take a step back. You had to remove yourself because something was just really pissing you off. Things escalated here with the cheetah. Okay, so be aware of I would say probably your relationships here. There may be some butting heads or misunderstandings. People jump into conclusions, making assumptions, and you also doing that as well. And then people's feelings are getting hurt. Things are said that you can't take back. Fire ant, yeah, it's just someone's heated, someone's frustrated. You could be feeling this way. It's almost actually like you're trying to avoid conflict or drama, but at the same time, avoiding doesn't solve the problem, and avoiding can just create a whole bunch more issues and just gets real fucking messy. But if you're heated and angry, you might need to take a step back to cool off. And the frog, when this comes out, typically this is when there are a lot of things that are affecting you, messing with you emotionally, screwing with your mood. You just need to detox. You need to clear out the imperfections. You need to really just focus on yourself and loving yourself, taking a bit of a breather, recalibrating your energy with the camel, maybe taking a break, going on a solo trip, going or doing something on your own, taking yourself out on a date. Just spending time with yourself, I think, would be very healthy for you during this time, because seems like people are just pushing your buttons or getting a rise, getting a reaction out of you. A lot of fire energy in here. So crocodile at the bottom, the tarantula, and the earthworm. You have a decision to make. Something you're considering beginning, but you haven't, and you've thought about this for a while with the shark. This has been like the shark with the earthworm. You're a catch, or there's something almost like I don't want to say it's bait, but it's like you're the fish, you're gonna take the bait, or like or you're fishing. Maybe you literally fish, but I just get the vibe of maybe now is the time. It's come up again for a reason. This is being brought back into your life for a reason. So the tarantula with the earthworm, this is you choosing to start whatever this is. It's coming back up because you didn't have the chance to go for this in the past. And maybe you were afraid. Maybe you were, you felt as if you couldn't or you shouldn't, or there was something that stopped you or prevented you from doing this. Pride, maybe ego, fear of failure. Just didn't have the time, the energy, or resources. But I think you've been sitting on whatever this is. You've been thinking about it. You've had your eyes on it. You've considered doing it, but you were just like, I'll just wait. Well, now whatever this is, fire ant, that sets you off. If it's a person, if it's an experience, some sort of event that just grinds your gears, or it just kind of makes you snap or makes you realize, like, I gotta get moving. Like, time is passing. Like, life is short. Like, I gotta do something about this rather than just like wallow and mope around or be in the feelings, which nothing wrong with doing that, but you can't let that consume you and take over your entire life, right? But Camel is all about finding the balance, being able to neutralize the high highs, the low lows, being able to kind of find like the middle ground and not get swept away or carried away. So there might be something that kind of shakes you off balance, but then it just sets you free, or it's slingshots you forwards. That's what I'm seeing so far. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say about all this. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, show me clearly what is happening for Libra. The Nine of Wands. Everyone's getting the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. It's interesting. Our last day and today. So Nine of Wands is your first card out. You may feel very much in your masculine, your fighting or defending. You feel the need to protect yourself, your stance, your actions. You may feel like, yeah, Hermit, you're trying to protect your peace. Not trying, you literally are. Moving in ways that prioritize your safety, your security, and your own inner calmness. I thought I just saw something on my screen. I looked up, it like flickered, or I don't know, I might be seeing things. But yeah, Nine of Wands and the Hermit, you do not play about your peace right now, or you just need some alone time. You just need some space. You really just need a break from drama or tension or conflict. Hermit, the Moon, and the Queen of Wands definitely feels like you're trying to get your spark back. You're trying to recharge and get back into this natural state of creation. Maybe you've had a bit of a creator's block, or you've had trouble with like expressing yourself or feeling confident. It's like you're finally starting to get back in alignment with your regular flow. And yeah, I see that you're healing as well. The Star, Three of Swords, you're healing from some situations that burned you, that left a mark, that were very uncomfortable and very triggering. And I see that you're overcoming this. You're finding ways to channel this energy that's healthy. And it's like revealing parts of yourself that maybe you weren't aware were even there, or you were too scared to confront or look at, or, you know, but now you're starting to embrace those parts of you. But it's almost like you were trying to protect yourself from yourself in a way with the Nine of Wands. So as you're doing all this inner work, some shadow work, it's alleviating the pain, pressure, stress, emotions, that you feel lighter, or you will. Okay, show me clearly for Libra. We have the Magician here. So you're turning things around, right? Working your magic, turning things around in your favor. It's absolutely gorgeous. Knight of Cups. You could even be calling in more love. You're showing yourself more love, more patience, more compassion. You're embodying more love. You're just flowing with love, spreading kindness where you can. Telling people that you care about, that you love them. Just this beautiful, abundant energy. Nine of Wands and the Magician, this is where you're protecting your manifestations and your plans, and you're not like airing out your business to just anybody, everybody. You won't tell them until it's concrete or certain, or you already did the damn thing. Now you can brag about it if you want. I know that I really get a bragging energy, but that just slipped out. So Nine of Wands and the Magician. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Someone here that maybe you're trying to manifest back into your life, or someone could be trying to manifest you back into their life. Because there's someone, Knight of Cups or Eight of Cups, there's a person that left your life, exited your life, whether you did the walking or they did, but someone had said bye-bye, whether announced or not. Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, there's still an energy of holding on. Someone's trying to move away and maybe create some physical space or distance, but emotionally there's still an attachment, or there's still a clinging on. So Nine of Wands, Magician, this is where you're setting an energetic boundary, right? Maybe they're showing up in your dreams. We had the Moon earlier and the Hermit, so it's almost like someone's penetrating your energetic bubble, or they're like you're picking up on their frequency and their energy. And so Nine of Wands with the Magician, this is like energetic boundary. I'm literally seeing in my mind's eye like a bubble, like a energetic bubble that's around you. So maybe that's something that you're having to prioritize, protect, set, establish, if this is something that's bothering you. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. Some of you are in the process of leaving behind a person, a relationship, because you feel like you can't trust them, or you're being accused of things that don't reflect who you are. Someone's like, just not seeing or understanding you. So Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups, although the love is there, the feelings are very strong. Eight of Cups, it's like, gotta move forwards. Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There's some resistance to that, but it's just resistance. It's not going to stop you. It just might kind of slow the process, but it's happening regardless because your boundaries are so strong, or your strength, like you have the strength to overcome. Whoa, Three of Wands flipping out in the reverse. And we also have the 10 of Wands reverse. So there's like a releasing of certain futures that you had imagined. It's interesting from the Nine of Wands to the Three of Wands reverse. Magician. Something you're no longer fighting for or enforcing, or you're no longer interested in. 10 of Wands reverse, a huge burden's been lifted, or something that had a lot of pressure, something that was great. This is you escaping or avoiding maybe a commitment for some of you, or I'm seeing that this created a lot of emotional pressure or weight. Queen of Cups, Two of Swords, Page of Cups, Temperance, One of Swords. A lot of mental stress has put you through. You had to make a decision. Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. So it was basically like a battle between your heart versus your mind. And you chose the easier path. The path that felt like less pressure. Three of Wands reverse. You just don't have the energy for this. You just don't have the drive, the motivation, or the focus, or the desire, the want, the need. You're like, what's the point? Pointless. You're a circle. There's no point. Circle, it's a cycle. Go round and round. There's no point to this. Okay. We got the Nine of Pentacles coming out here. This is normally a direct reflection towards your stability when it comes down to your self-worth and your confidence, concept of self. This can talk a lot about your day-to-day habits and what you're committed to. And, this is about getting the bag, building up that financial independence. This is a very strong, self-reliant, self-regulated, independent energy. And you're like, Three of Wands reverse, I don't got the time for this. This is taken away from me. Me time. Some of you much rather go solo. By the way, 9-9. You might be seeing 999. 9 could be relevant. Maybe life path number 9. Is that even a life path, or that's a stupid question. Whatever. Okay. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. So, your feelings, though, they do seem to pull at you, make you question what you're doing or who you are or what you're creating. There's some kind of connection here that makes you feel like you're just hit with the emotions, hit with the love, but then there's uncertainty. Or the Ace of Cups to the Seven of Cups, like, how do they feel about me? How do I feel about them? Tower brings in like shakeups and instability and surprises and realizations. And Ace of Cups with the Tower, it's like maybe epiphanies of, oh my god, I've always been in love with you. Or but Seven of Cups, I don't know how to make this work. Or Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands, it's like, I don't know how to get comfortable expressing myself. Or I got a lot on my plate right now. I got too much. I don't have time for this, but I feel how I feel. But Tower, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords reverse. someone's actions are being very, it's like created a lot of pain, and there's like an acknowledgement, but it feels like it's after the fact or after a situation that already occurred where someone was hurt or something escalated. We talked about this earlier with the animal cards. Fire ant flipped itself in the reverse. It's like there's this desire to resolve or extinguish the fire, the flame. But okay, let's pull some more. I think you got to redirect your energy towards yourself, though. That's what this reading's pointing so far. Nine of Swords, 999. Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom. So you feel stuck or you feel trapped, or like mentally here you are overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying. Maybe this is you like stressing about your home or living situation, the bills, the money, your job, your career, the position that you're in, the people that you work with, or the people that you live with. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're not, although you have stability and it shows you are secure and there's support, and there is even something we're celebrating, an achievement here that you have reached. But the Nine of Swords, there's this restlessness. It's more than that. There's anxiety, there's pressure, there's worries. What if it just falls apart? Or I wake up tomorrow and it's all gone? Like there's that energy. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles, Judgment, Hangman. Spirit's like, watch your thoughts, my dude. Watch your thoughts. Be aware of what you're projecting, what you're assuming, and what you're creating. Sometimes you're manifesting sometimes the things that you speak out loud, whether you're aware of it or not, it happens the next day or like a week from now. You're like, oh my God, I was afraid. And I'm guilty. I've done that myself. Shit. But, you know, there's a lot more than just like, oh, what you speak comes to fruition. There's a lot more that goes into it besides, but our thoughts and what we say turn into our actions, and then our actions are what manifests, right? So if we're believing these things, these stories we tell ourselves, we're going to act and be in a way that takes us towards that outcome. So be intentional of what you're speaking to yourself or thinking to yourself, because it's directly connected. Okay, so Judgment and the Hangman, you could actually be like reviewing past actions. So Nine of Swords, Judgment, hold on. It's like there's a fear of like losing the house, losing the kids, losing what you built, what you worked so hard for. But I feel like Judgment and the Hangman is like, just learn to have faith in yourself and have faith in spirit, God, higher power. Like, you're safe, you're secure. We have the Empress underneath that. Empress underneath the Hangman, saying like, you are safe to do, to be, to create whatever you desire. You are in a very fertile season of your life. Anything you want can grow and manifest in beautiful ways, beautiful possibilities, endless possibilities. It's just your trauma speaking. Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. That's just what this is. So it's your mind playing tricks on you, trying to pull you back in, trying to protect you, right? Nine of Wands, just trying to protect yourself. But then we go back to the Magician, Three of Wands reverse, in a way that we're creating delays for ourselves. So you might just be the one that's holding yourself hostage. Nine of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords, saying, I'm not ready for this next step, but you are ready. If you weren't ready, the opportunity wouldn't be available, right? The Ten of Pentacles, where'd it go? Did I put it back in here? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it's right here, right? Nine of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. What are you so afraid of? Success? What are you so afraid of? Achievements, right? Your Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. That's what you're afraid of, moving up to the next level, because it requires more responsibility, more commitment, more of you. What are you so afraid of? What are you not trusting? Oh, I swapped these cards out. I swapped the 9 for the 10. What are you not trusting? Or what are you having trouble believing in? Pay attention, observe the doubts that you have, and then try to flip them. Anything else for Libra? Empress. Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to give yourself the space to step into your most authentic self. Like Nine of Swords Day Empress, some of you, it's like this new chapter requires you to completely detach or let go of an old identity. And you're like, well, fuck, like, who the hell am I? Or what does this say about me? Or Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, like the game's kind of changing, the rules are changing as you're changing, like so is everything around you. And things are moving very quickly. Eight of Wands to a Knight of Swords. So it's like rapid growth happen. It's like a growth spurt, right? You're going through some sort of immediate growing period after kind of being stale or stagnant, or just not, like you've been comfortable and now you're being pushed out the nest and you're like, oh fuck, am I really ready for this? It's like, well, your due date is tomorrow, so you're going to give birth to this new life, whether you like it or not. Shout out to anybody who is becoming a parent, a mother, a father, right? I'm also getting that energy as well. Maybe pregnancies, maybe you're realizing like, oh my God, like I'm fucking pregnant or something. It's a big deal. Life-changing stuff. It's normal to have the nerves about it, but it's change that's necessary. It's change that will be good for you. All right. We have, look at what just came out. 10 of Pentacles. We have it back. 2 of Wands. 10 of Cups. And the 8 of Pentacles. You got choices, my friend. What are you going to choose here? First of all, you got choices where you want to live, where you want to work. Is this what you want to invest your energy, your life? Is this where you want to settle down? Is this who you want to settle down with? Got some big decisions revolving around your investments, your health, your well-being, and who you share that with, who you build this with, right? Then 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. You have decisions surrounding your relationships and your commitments, who you're committed to, who you want, who you see a future with, the things that make you feel safe, seen, heard, and loved. Crossroads regarding that, whether you want to put more energy, 8 of Pentacles, whether, you know, there could be some improvements, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, right? This is saying that things are good, but we gotta continue to show up here. 8 of Pentacles is dedication, it's consistency, it's effort. There needs to be effort, and it can't all just be on you. It's gotta be a two-way street, whoever you're dealing with, whether this is with you and your partner, you and your friend, you and family. It's your connections though, but it's, you gotta meet each other in the middle. It's gotta be a two-way street. But I would say with the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, you are making a choice to continue investing in the places that feel good to you. Now, we do go from a 10 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles, so it's like you reach the peak, but then it's like, that's not the end. You got to keep going, or you have to sustain this. It has to be sustainable for the long term, or it's not just like wham, bam, done. Okay, that's it. You have this for the rest of your life. So you got to continue to keep building and working at it. So if this is a relationship, it's like, you know, you get married, okay, great, you have the kid, great, but you still have the relationship. You don't just give up. Otherwise, the relationship will end, sort of thing, you know? Same thing if it's like your job, you got a higher position, higher ranking, a promotion. You don't just be like, all right, I'm going to sit back, kick my feet up. I ain't got to do nothing no more. It's mine. Like, you still got to show up at each and every day and put in the work, right? You're going to the gym, you working, you lifting. That's great. You building that muscle, getting that definition. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Still got to eat good. Still got to show up regularly. You can't just be, all right, I never have to work out never again in my life. Never one more day. It's like, nah, it's a lifestyle. Till the day you die. Right? Keep your body strong and healthy. It's like whatever this is, it's like a lifelong commitment. It is. But it's worth it though. It's fucking worth it. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups is pretty damn good. Page of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. If any of you are thinking like maybe I should leave or maybe this isn't for me, if you feel that there's better support elsewhere, if you're not getting the support in this place, in this environment, this job, right, this position, it is suggesting to keep looking. Or like even if you're in this current job, you might be feeling like I gotta look for employment elsewhere because this ain't for me, or maybe self-employment or something you're doing on the side, like a passion project that could also earn another source of income. That's another thing I'm seeing for you. But a lot of things going on that are positive, a lot to look forward to. You're very optimistic, very playful energy. So it's interesting how we kind of started off with the animal cards. It was like, this feels kind of heavy, intense, and dense. And it's like, there could be some tension. There could be some drama. You got some guards up, but there's a nice switch. Like, you know, how the reading progresses. Like, oh yeah, things are switching. Things are working out in your favor. It's kind of like, again, the moment you backtrack, pull back your energy, you no longer make the time or space for things that are not adding value. You're focused and redirecting towards yourself, overcoming your own mental blocks and fears and anxieties and worries. Your whole world really just expands, opens up, and it's something you got to continue to keep building, right? If you're working through your negative thoughts or anxiety, it's not just going to vanish one day and be gone forever. It's like, there's going to be moments. A year from now, 5 years, 10 years from now, you're always gonna have mental stuff to work through. Unless you're a fucking robot. Like, it's just part of life. But as long as you continue at it, you can never fail. All right, I think I'll leave your reading here, Libra, but I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and I will see you later. Have a fantastic day. Bye.